use the world like a bitch, become an individual. How you let celebrities get away with... Now, I'm only doing what I wrote because someone told them we aren't regulating enough or integrating our shadow to be aware enough of what we know, not we do, what we do. That we aren't expressing the unacknowledged. Keep your all in check. Whoa! Keep your all in check. Celebrities have this aura, and I get it. I get it because, you know what I'm saying, these people, you know, have put in a lot of effort, a lot of work to get to the place that they're at. And I get that they deserve, you know, the accolades, and they get the immunities, you know, of life. I get that they get to kind of have to, like, you know, they're in a whole nother law bracket when it comes to how they live, you know, or influencers, just people, you know, just people that are really like in the know, in the stuff, or whatever the know is, but in the know. And so they have this idea of, you know, governing other people because you don't know like what they know, right? They have something that you believe you don't have. So it's interesting that they can get away with a lot of things, but you can't. But we people. And so there's again this illusion that they are above being human. I don't know, you know? So like, we go to jail, they go to jail, you know what I'm saying? People go to jail, you know what I'm saying? You know, we out here and we have to hold ourselves accountable through them, because if there was no them, there'd be nothing to have us be regulated to. And so it's odd to me that we get the short end of the stick when there's people that are truly doing all kinds of redunculous things, right? Just out of this world type stuff, and they get away with it. Or the punishment is not as harsh or bad, you know what I'm saying? It's not as terrible of a situation for them to be in, because they have the money, because they have the people to connect, you know, all this stuff, to kind of just have it all swept under the rug. or they can act a certain way in public, clearly because they're celebrities, things like this. They can act whatever the way they want, and people just have to take it. And it's just weird to me how, like I said, we get, put in jails for expressing ourselves and telling what we think is the truth, or expressing what we know, think nobody else knows. And, most of the time when somebody's actually hitting the nail on the head, it doesn't go too well for you when you really want to tell your story, or because a lot of times when you're telling your story and it's coming from a real genuine place, most of the time the people you were maybe involved, the situation you were involved in, or whatever the case, they weren't so good people, or the people that might hear it aren't so good people, in the sense of, what I'm saying, they out to do you something wrong just because they realized that they weren't doing right. You know what I'm saying? So, you have these people out here that can just live and do as they please. And we have to suffer every bit of every consequence we've ever made if, even, what I'm saying? Because there's dumb people out there that got a lot of money too. You know what I'm saying? There's not so smart people out there that got a lot of money, too. So it's like, are in a position where they can make laws and do things, this, that, and the third too, It's like I said, it's just terrible that a lot of them don't get that thing coming to them, which, they're already miserable anyway, so, And how stressful. So I guess, getting away with some things, not going to jail is something, you gotta stick to being a little, slave. Unless you're really on your own tip, of course, and you're doing your own thing, of course, and then that's a whole nother thing. But if you being handled, and, you know what I'm saying, pandling, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. Pandering and panhandling, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dolo. Yeah, you got to go back to doing that. So I guess, you need to get out of jail, or not have that thing be so serious. You need to get back to doing the thing you need to do, distracting people. Yeah. So yeah, man. Which goes into, I can see why I wrote, we aren't regulating enough or integrating our shadow to be aware enough of what we know not we do, And so I've noticed that when you have a lot of conversations, once again, it gets muddy because we're not speaking from an authentic place, and trying to really try to figure things out to where, even it will be awkward. You will make mistakes. You will look and feel funny and like, what am I doing? But I say, these celebrities out here and these people that are out there, it's tough for them to be able to speak from a place of genuineness most of the time because they have an image to uphold. They can't, period. Like, they have to uphold an image to live, because as soon as you become a Miley Cyrus, mainly like all these Disney kids and things like that, and you want to break out and not have yourself Orlando Brown, and not have this spell be over you anymore, and you want to break out and be your own person the best way you can, and you gotta, break that image. Some people break it, what I'm saying? Some people say, screw whatever this is, and I'm out. Out. Oh man. Yeah, and they want to break out. Just like there was a breakout star as a kid, they want to break out as an adult. You know what I'm saying? Same difference. Same difference. I know I got something. And I speak on there being some type of goal that we own, right? Some type of goal as humanity that we're on a course of, even though it may seem like it's a very erratic and very, just all over the place. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, sailing through the sky. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And we're all trying to reach a destination, right? And it makes it very difficult for us to reach that destination if we're not all speaking from a genuine, authentic, legit, very rare space. Because it seems that, especially being here, that and looking around now, doing the 360 and checking all realms, it's super rare. No, not too many people truly speak from a place where people can see you, like all the little quirks, little things where you're not, you know what I'm saying, you're not trying to like fix yourself, which is very difficult, especially for me, because I always want to just have everything, and it's a good thing for me to now like try to like not care about what it looks like, what I'm, what I'm saying, just do whatever I want to do and be comfortable with it. Just say screw it though. Show the people what I do. Whatever that may be at the time. Show them that. Do that at the time. You know what I'm saying? You don't look past much else. Just do at the time. Do it at the thing and at the time and do it. Do it. Don't think what not to do or whatever. Which again, this is tough for me because I always want to just formulate. I want to think. I want to process. I want to really get it all together. I want to know, what I'm saying, before I get into certain things like that. And sometimes that's very detrimental. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. If you're a very patient person to a degree, you know what I'm saying, you want to just have all your ducks in a row, that's cool. But when you're sitting with your ducks and they getting old, too, and you still got your ducks, they breaking down, and you chilling with your ducks all lined up, you know what I'm saying? Where y'all going? Like, what we, what I'm saying? We're going to get some bread, finesse people off some bread or something. Like, what we going to the pond? Like, what we doing with the ducks? You know what I'm saying? We got them in the row now. Now what? Where we going? What we gonna do? We just sitting here, And that, like I said, that's a tough lesson for me. Not just, it's a tough lesson for me too. And this is what it's all about, and that's why I bring it all, because I type whatever, like I say, and you clearly see boom to boom. There's instant connection to this to this. I ain't trying to. And I'm saying it's necessary, not all the time. You don't need to have this all the time to where you're just like. I get that you like, again. There's characters, there's things, there's an agenda for you that you're trying to do. I get it, but people also need to see yourself too. And so, yeah, we aren't expressing the unacknowledged, the things that we know to say. It's simple. The things we know to say and we don't. That weird thing that we know we can get out to say and we don't get it out because we're too afraid of like what happens then and what the people gonna say. And I've learned that people are gonna say whatever they want to say, and if anything, especially in this world day and age, it's kind of a good thing to let people say what they want to say. It's a good thing, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, if nothing really bad happens to you, if nobody's getting hurt, you ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, if things are cool, it's almost kind of odd to me now, to like, oh no, someone's gonna leave a comment, someone's gonna think something, someone's gonna talk about this. Oh no. And so I say that to say that I'm working myself up. I started off not even wanting to be on the internet, not even wanting to put myself out there at all. And now I'm here. And so there's got to be some other steps and some other things I can do. And I'm going to start doing them. I didn't even want to be on Instagram. Now I'm on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want a Snapchat. I got a Snapchat. I didn't want to do a lot of things. I didn't want to open up a lot of sites and things to put myself out there. But I did it. So, and this is so far the next one. So, boom, we doing it. We doing it. We doing it. And I see when you start to really become unafraid, you don't let the celebrities get to you. You don't, go, oh, well, they're doing this and I want to do this and then they're not doing this, so I can't do it, type. When you start like breaking away from all of that, you start to take on, oh, now I see what it means to be a celebrity. Now I can be my own little celebrity. Now I can use this world like a bitch. I can truly say fuck it all. I can say, hey, I get it now, It all makes sense. I need to moisturize. Ooh. Time to moisturize. Ooh. Ooh. It's time to moisturize. So yeah, man. You start to see it. You'll see it. Like, I'm starting to see it too. Because before, I'm telling you, being as neurotic as I am and all this stuff, and like before, especially being in the military and having all the pressures that I had, and no real time to like chill, settle, like check and see, and really like find myself. Not have to like press, or be pressed, feel pressed to do anything, anxious to do anything. It kind of all melts away when you realize that people gonna do what that people do,